So today I'm gonna be cooking a dish that I like to eat and my husband likes to eat. It's kind of like a makeup dish that I just made up. So I hope you guys all enjoy. So these are the ingredients that I use to make my dish. I use the soup base, the chicken flavor kind. I use minced garlic. You can always make your own garlic if you want, but I like to use those. And I like to use these kind of oyster sauce. And I also add hoisin sauce, a little bit of fish sauce, and sometimes I add a little bit of salt, but it depends on how it tastes. And I also add this other sauce. It's a soy sauce. It's the Golden Mountain, but since today I don't have it on hand, that's fine. I'll just don't use that today. And then here are my ingredients. My pork. You could, if you're just doing it for two, you could just do 1 pack, but I just like to do more extra, so I do 2 pack. These are the 1 pound, so 2 pound. This is 2 pound right here, and it has some cilantro and some basil and onions, and then some red Thai chili pepper. These stuff are very spicy, so depend on how much you want to put in there. It's really up to you. And then also the good old oil, depending whichever one you want. So okay, let's get started. So I put like maybe just a little bit of oil, just so that my meat won't stick to the pan that much, because my pan is kind of old now. So that much oil, and then I'll add my meat in. So I'm gonna add the meat before I add my garlic, just so my garlic won't burn. So since my garlic have oil in there, it might burn. Sorry, one hand is cooking and one hand is filming. So just kind of spread your meat out. Once the meat is spread out like this, I'm gonna get some garlic. So I use this kind of garlic. Focus. So like maybe 2. If you like a lot of garlic, you could do 2 of this, half spoon. But if you don't like that much, you can just put a little bit. I like it. I'll put that much in. It makes your house smell very good with this kind of garlic. Just let it cook, stir fry for a while until both sides, all the meat are brown or it looks fully cooked. Then that's when I usually add all my ingredients in. So right now I just add my garlic and just leave it like that until my meat is fully cooked or like it's turning brown. Then I add my other ingredients. So once my meat is turning brown and it's fully cooked, I'll show you the next step that I usually add first. So once my meat is brown, I add in my chicken base soup or soup base. I usually just eyeball how much I want it. So like I probably just go like that much. It's really up to you how much you want, because it's gonna have like the Mz.Cua taste, so some people don't like it a lot, but it's really up to you how much you want. And sometimes you don't even have to add salt, because there's a different kind of brand that is kind of like this kind, but I think it had like a lot of salt in there, so I use that like maybe twice only, but this is my favorite brand. So then you just kind of stir your meat, kind of break down your meat and all that. And that, if like sometimes I use bell pepper, but I didn't have that on hand, so I just used whatever I had. So now you can see that there's more oil. You can either drain it out, or you know, if you like you'll like it in there, it's up to you. So once it's like this, I usually add my the first ingredients I usually add is my hoisin sauce. It makes it sweet because my husband likes it sweet, so I usually add this. So it's just kind of eyeball how much you want. Like I usually add that much. I just stir everything together, and then I add my oyster sauce. This is the kind I use. I don't really like to use a panda one. It's really up to you guys, but this is my favorite. And just add like that much. You guys could see. Like maybe probably half of this spoon. Not sure, but I'm guessing. And then you just stir everything together. And then if you like your food very spicy, you can add your pepper now. If you don't, then you can add it like toward the end. But I like my spicy, so I usually add mine like now. And I just stir in with everything, all the meat. I let it simmer, stir fry for a couple minutes. Well, not even a couple minutes, like a little bit. And then put that on the side. Let it simmer for a couple minutes. Get all the goody stuff out of the pan. And then I usually add my cilantro and all that part in there. Like about now, I'll grab that. So this is my cilantro. You can put it all in here. Depending how much cilantro you want. My husband loves cilantro, so I usually put a lot in there. And then I add my green onions in here. Stir everything. So the dish is kind of like taco when you do bacao, or when you do the steam roll, the meat inside. And then once it's like this, I add a little bit of fish sauce, depending how much you want. Usually when I add fish sauce, I don't add salt, so it's really optional on that. And once it's like this, I'm gonna put my basil in. So since I only have one hand, I'm gonna put my phone down and put the other one, and I'll show you. Okay. Okay, so I actually turn off my heat just to put my basil in, and I'll turn it back on. So I'm just gonna turn my heat back on, and then the basil is the last thing you'll add, just to make so I have a fragrant smell, because it smells so delicious. If you guys can smell it now. And just stir everything together just until your basil is kind of, you know, die down a little bit. And mix them. So I only use the leaves. The stem I don't use it on, but sometimes some get on it, so yeah. And here is my finished dish. So this dish, I don't know what the name is, but this is one of my favorite dishes. This is like one days that you don't feel so happy, this dish is the best dish to eat. Actually, for me, this is the best dish to eat during that time. So I hope you guys like it, and if you guys want to see more cooking food, let me know and I'll do more.